going to take off these labels so I can put the algorithm that we're going to complete on the board. The next question, we're asked to complete a piece of code which shows how we insert one thing into the sorted list. So what we need to do is figure out what will come here and here to make that function work in order to insert one item into the sorted list in sorted order. Before I start that, what does that mean? You tell me what it's doing. So the final function name insert one takes two arguments, one name sorted, the other one name EL. We know the function we're working on. Sorted would represent the sorted list, element will represent something to be inserted into the sorted list. Then we check if sorted is empty. If sorted is empty, we return a list consisting of EL. Then we check to see if the element is less than the first thing in the list, in which case we'll do what?
If it's less than the first element in the list, then you put it before that element.
Then we want to tag on the element as the first thing in the new list.
Okay.
If the element is less than the first thing in the list, we want to return a list consisting of this element and everything else joined onto that.
Okay, so there's an existing, which is the first one.
List.
Sorry. Let me give an example.
Is the first element in the list?
Let me give an example. Let's say your list consists of...
Sorry, the question asks if you want to add an element to an already sorted list.
Yes.
That's the question.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because sorted is assumed to be sorted. So if our list consists of 31 and 71, I want to add the 23 to it. The 23 is less than 31. We'd expect our new list to have to have 23, then 31, then 71. So the new list will be consisting of this first thing and the rest of the list tagged on. So the question we now have to answer is what scheme code will cause that to happen? How do you join two things in scheme? Cons. So familiar?
Yeah.
So here we're going to cons.
Give two arguments and return a list constructed from two arguments. See, there is the last con. Come on, looks at the first element and see there looks at the second one.
You see that?
No, those are one before.
And this would now return a new, cons list EL. Make a list from EL. Cons will actually tag on, cons will create a pair. So it will have put element as the first thing in the pair, and then the rest of it will be sorted. So cons EL sorted. Now, if the element is not the that's being inserted is not the smallest thing, what are we going to do?
You're gonna have to find where it falls.
How do we do that?
You're gonna have to compare it with the other items in the list.
Yeah, compare with the second one.
Thank
They're going to use CDR.
How about the power of wishful thinking? We just call insert one on the element and the rest of the list, and then tag back on this previous thing in the list.
No, so there's
Yeah, the English now already.
We're going to insert 29 into this list. So 29 is coming in. So we've checked to see that 29 is not less than that, so we won't tag it on in front. So what we're going to do is put the 23 one side, and then we can then call insert one on 29, and this other list with 31 and 71. And when you're done that, you just tag that back on.
No, I see them really appearance, but then.
Okay, so we can write the code. So we're going to then cons the first thing inserted to the result of inserting this into the rest of the list. So here we go. Cons. I'm going to, this will be my indentation here to make space. Cons car sorted with insert one.
We call it again. Check it.
EL and critter sorted. Make sense? This is the first thing in the list. That's 23 for argument's sake.
Right.
You're then going to call insert one on the element and the rest are sorted. Because we know that once we call insert one on this is going to end up with a list that's fully sorted with EL inside of it. So we just need to tag on like the first thing. This section here. Now, insert one puts one thing into the sorted list. Eventually we're going to need everything in the sorted list, all n items. So the full insertion sort would have to repeatedly call something to get insert one working over and over again. Now we're going to get the partially implemented version of the insertion sort, and we need to finish it. So
Sorry, that says insert dash HEL.
PER, helper.
Oh.
This is all on your tutorial sheet now. So the only thing that you need to worry about is the three ellipses. But I'm just putting it here just so you can follow.